Welcome back. 20 years ago this week, Hurricane Katrina hit the United States. It was one of the most destructive and deadliest hurricanes in history. Almost 2,000 people died, and the storm caused around $108 billion in damage. 10 News anchors Robin Wilhoit and John Becker join us tonight.
Good evening once again, Shay from Bay St. Louis, Mississippi. Robin, the real story we're here to cover is the rebound in this community, the before and after, and why people stayed. But there are people along the Gulf Coast who made a different choice.
That's right. We spoke to a woman who grew up not far from here along the Gulf Coast, closer to New Orleans. She said after Katrina, it was time to take the things that it had spared along with her son and move 600 miles away to East Tennessee.
Walk us through this.
Framed pictures are Sean Folco's prized possessions. You'll find them scattered about.
So this is Jacob and I standing on this lot before when we decided this was it, and the house plans are in my hands.
That was December 2005. Mom and son on a plot of land in Sevier County, ready to rebuild their lives.
So the upper left where it says Deputy Sheriff St. Bernard Parish, my mother happened to be the first female officer in St. Bernard Parish.
4 months earlier, the two called St. Bernard Parish near New Orleans home. The pictures stir memories of a monster storm barreling toward the Gulf Coast.
So I'd get to my office and I open my laptop and I see this monster storm in the Gulf. And I thought, holy goodness, we really do have to go.
With only overnight bags and 2 dogs, they headed to Georgia to wait out Hurricane Katrina. On August 29, 2005, that small family realized they would not be returning home anytime soon.
And I remember waking up and seeing on the television, and I'm like rubbing my eyes, looking for my glasses, and it said 80% of New Orleans underwater.
The force of the water and wind wiped out the levees that protected the city. A chance phone call to a friend was a reality check.
He said, it's the entire parish is underwater. He said, there's nothing, you can't come back here.
Where's the light, mate? Sean, Casey there's a snake.
In early October 2005, Sean finally got the all clear to return home and captured the ruins on video.
There you go, snake living on Mike's tire.
She also found treasures.
How about this vase?
Oh my God, that's my mama's. It was like an old ghost town. Like, you know, you'd hear the signs just going boom, boom, hitting like business signs swinging. And no power anywhere, and it just looked like a nuclear bomb went off.
Oh, Lord.
And there was a big wooden sign that said, and they painted on it, "We will rebuild," and there was a cross. You're choked up, sorry.
The Louisiana native faced a hard decision.
You had to choose your heart. Going back and rebuilding, you know, and being committed to the community, kudos to them. But for me, I chose, my heart was to start over in, you know, East Tennessee and just make a new life because I feared it would happen again.
With family in Sevier County, it was the natural place for them to land. They built a home on that plot of land and filled it, including a few pieces of their past that Katrina spared.
And I lost my mother 9 months before Hurricane Katrina, so this was a big, for me, it was huge to save this, and it stays on my fireplace mantle now in my bedroom.
20 years later, Jacob is grown with a family of his own. Sean is remarried. She works at a nonprofit that provides health care to people who can't afford it. This after wrapping up a long, successful career at a Knoxville public relations firm.
And I owe them a debt of gratitude for the life-changing experience that they afforded for myself and my son. I will forever hold them in my heart.
There's the car and the swimming pool.
Along with the lesson she learned the hard way from Katrina.
The material things can be replaced, but your life cannot be replaced. And the fact that God woke us up today, whether we be in a campsite or in a hotel or motel, in our car, wherever we are, means we have purpose and we have a meaning.
And of course, Sean calls East Tennessee home now, but she still gets down here to the Gulf Coast. And the one thing she says she misses, the food. And I promised her some food pics. So, Sean, they're coming your way.
We appreciate you watching our coverage from Bay St. Louis, Mississippi. Again, a community on the comeback, thanks in large part to you, East Tennessee, some 600 miles to our north. More of our coverage continuing tonight and into tomorrow. Shay will send it back to you for now.
All right, Robin, John, thank you so much.